spine here. Your legs can be out straight or they can be bent. Either one, whatever feels best for you. You can bring your hands down by your side or one on your belly and one on your chest. And then we're going to do some belly, chest, ribs breathing. So exhale everything out. And then take a deep inhale, filling up your belly, your ribs and your chest and hold. And then exhale completely. And again, inhale, filling up your belly, your ribs and your chest and hold. And exhale completely. And last one, inhale, filling up your belly, your ribs and your chest and hold. And exhale completely. And last one, inhale, filling up your belly, your ribs and your chest and hold. Sip in a little more air. And then exhale completely. Now just some even inhales and exhales. I remembered I forgot to start record, so as you're inhaling and exhaling. Another breath here, in and out. All right, if your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and flutter them open. And then draw your knees up over your chest, one foot at a 90 degree angle over your hips. Arms can come out to the side or cactus the arms. And then lay your legs out over to the right for a supine twist. Just breathing here. Unwinding your shoulders so that both shoulders are down on the mat. 2 more breaths here. And then engage your core, draw your legs back up over center, and then lay them down to the left. Once you're there, unwind your shoulders, unwind your spine, so that both are laid down on the mat. And breathe into the twist. Last breath here. And then engage your core, bring your legs back in through center. If you want to, you can give them a nice good squeeze. And then rock and roll and make your way up to a seat. So you can take an easy seat here and just lengthen through your spine. Let's see, Alyssa's texting. Okay. All right, lengthen through your spine and we'll take a lean each direction. So we'll send our arms up. You can interlace your hands, turn your palms up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, lean to the right. Inhale back up to center. Lengthen your spine and exhale, lean to the left. We'll go each way again, inhaling up. Exhale to the right. And then inhaling up. And exhale to the left. Coming back up through center. You can release your hands down, bring your hands out to your knee, and we'll start with some cat-cow. So inhale, open the chest up, look up, and exhale, round your spine. You can tuck your chin. Inhaling, opening up, and exhaling, rounding your spine. A few more like this. I have a stray dog that has decided to call our house home. He's a husky mix, and he's just started talking. So if you guys hear a little chatter in the background, that's who that is. All right, we'll take 2 more seated cat-cows. Inhaling and exhaling. And last one, inhale and exhale, rounding your spine. All right, come back up to a nice seated position. Spine is nice and long and straight. And then we'll make our way into down dog. So you can bring your hands down. You can go through a tabletop if you'd like to. Tucking your toes and then sitting your hips up and back for a down dog. It's your first one of the practice, probably your first one of the day, so you can pedal it out, wag your tail, do whatever feels good for you. Making sure that you're still breathing intentionally. Nice, slow inhales and exhales. Take 1 more breath here with your wiggles. All right, and then find some stillness, evenly distributing your weight, engaging through your core. We'll add a twist here, so you can step your hands in towards your feet a little bit if you'd like to. And then take your right hand, twist it towards your left ankle, twist under and through. You can look up towards the ceiling. And then replace the right hand down, and then left hand twist towards your right ankle, twist through, look up. Another breath here. And then unwind both hands back down to the mat, down dog. One breath. And exhale. And then we'll make our way to the front of the mat for a ragdoll. So you can separate your feet, hips width apart, grab elbows, and release your head and neck down. You can shake your head yes and no if that feels good, or maybe shift back and forth through your hips. Take one more breath here, and then exhale. Release your hands down towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up. And exhale, hands in heart center. We'll do some standing crescent moves. So again, inhale, arms up, interlace your hands, turn your palms up, lengthen through your spine, exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to center, and exhale, lean to the left. Your gaze can stay up towards the ceiling. Inhale, back to center, exhale to the right, and inhale to center, and exhale to the left. Inhale, back to center, and then you can release your hands down, take a breath. Your toes touching the outside of your feet parallel to the outside of the mat. We'll take a little chair pose. So not your biggest, best chair, just a little chair pose, finding a little bit of movement here. And then we'll add some cat-cow motions into our chair. So you can interlace your hands if you'd like to. Again, flip them palms face up. And then open the chest, look up. And then exhale around the spine, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Inhaling, opening the chest, and exhaling, rounding the spine. We'll take two more. Inhale, opening, and exhale, rounding. And the last one, inhale, open, and exhale, round. Come back to a nice standing mountain pose, and then hands can come down by your side. If you're not sitting at the front of your mat, go ahead and make your way there. We'll do a half A and then some other sun salutation. So half A, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms come up. And exhale, hands in heart center. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, you can do so now. My intention for the day, and I've shared this one with you guys before, it really speaks to me, and I think it speaks to this time, is that I am the calm and the chaos. So you're welcome to use that, or if you have another one that you'd like to set, that's perfect too. All right, we'll get started with a variation. We're going to add those same leans to both of our sun salutations. So we'll start with an A. So arms come up, interlace them, palms turn up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale to center. Release your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to a plank this first one. We'll stay here for your inhale. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. 5 breaths here. Lengthening through your spine. Turning your tailbone up towards the back corner of the room. Or maybe not the corner in your house. Wherever you are, just up and back. Gripping the mat with your fingertips. Last breath here. And then inhale, look forward, and exhale, step up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up. And exhale, hands in heart center. One breath in, and exhale. And we'll do that again. Arms come up, interlace the hands, flip them up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, do your flow. You can step back, you can hop back, whatever feels good for you. Inhaling up, dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Breathing here. Want a slight internal rotation of your legs at the hips. Helps hide your heels behind your toes. And then a little bit of lift in the wrists, almost like you're a frog stuck on the glass. You've got that little bit of suction up through the palms of your hands. Last breath here. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up. And exhale, hands in heart center. Take a breath. And exhale. Moving on for some V variation. We'll find our chair pose. And we'll stay in our chair. Bring your arms down to where they're parallel to the ground. And then with an inhale, we're going to open up for a twist. And exhale back to the front. Inhale, twist to the other side. And exhale to the front. Once more each direction. Inhale, twist. Exhale to the front. Inhale, twist. And exhale to the front. Inhale, stand up, arms up, little back bend if you'd like. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. And exhale, plant your hands, do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. Release your head and neck. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, chair pose. And exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Take a breath. And exhale. One more like that. Inhale, we'll find a chair. And then bring your hands parallel to the ground. Inhale, right arm sweeps back, twist. Exhale, back up to the front. Inhale, left arm back, twist. Exhale, back to the front. Once more, inhale, twist. Exhale to the front. And then inhale, twist. And exhale to the front. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms up, little back bend if you'd like. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Taking a breath. 3 more breaths. Evenly distributing your weight. Core is engaged here, so we're not hanging down. Back is nice and straight. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms come up. Chair pose, I forgot. And exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. I always forget that last chair. Take a breath. And exhale. And moving on, we'll add some flow to it. Find your chair pose. Hands come back down to parallel. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, back to the front. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the front. Once more to the right. And to the front. Inhale, open. And exhale to the front. Stand up, arms come up, little back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, do your flow. Remember, you can always skip a flow. Meeting down dog. Exhaling, find your down dog. 1 breath here. And exhale. And then right leg's gonna lift up, find a 3-legged dog. Working to keep your shoulders square and then stacking through your hips so you can bend your knee. Maybe take some circles with your foot or your knee if that feels good. And then you can stay here, or you can find a flip dog. So bring your right leg over behind you, flip your dog, or wild thing. Stretching here, opening through the chest. 2 more breaths. And then unwinding, making your way back into 3-legged dog. Straighten the leg off, straighten the hips, and then step your right foot forward. We're gonna find a kneeling low lunge. So if you'd like to, you can double up your mat to put a little bit of padding under your knee. Otherwise, engage your core, lift your chest up, and begin to shift your hips forward, getting into this left hip flexor. You can stay here, or we can add some leans to it. Arms come up and release them, palms face up. We'll lean to the left first, and then back up to center. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, lean to the right. We'll stay on this side, really stretching that left hip flexor. One more inhale, and then come back up to center. Releasing your arms, engage your core, engage your quads. We're gonna lift up, finding a crescent lunge. So find your crescent, make sure that your hips are nice and neutral. Arms are up to the ceiling, pinkies rotating in, and shoulders staying integrated down into your back. Your gaze can stay up to the front. 2 more breaths. And then opening up, we'll find a warrior 2. So our right arm is to the front, or sorry, right leg is to the front, right knee is stacking over ankle, left leg is long behind you, toes are facing the long side of your mat. You want your arms parallel to the mat, and your gaze can be out to the front. Breathing here. Last breath. And then we're going to find a side angle. Right hand comes down to your quad, left hand comes to the front towards your mat. You can reach and then maybe bring it down by your cheek, but make sure that your shoulder is still integrated. So drawing that left shoulder down so that your neck can stay nice and long. You can stay here if you have a block and you want to use one, or if you just want to bring your hand down to the mat. Whatever feels good for you today is perfect. 2 more breaths. And then coming back through warrior 2 for the transition, and then reverse your warrior. You can take a half bind with your left hand, or you can rest on your left leg. Keeping a nice deep bend in your right leg. 2 more breaths. And then back to warrior 2. And then pinwheeling your hands down to the mat. Step back, do your flow. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking a breath here. And exhale it out. And then left leg up, 3-legged dog. You can stack the hips, bend the knee, but keep the shoulders nice and square here. Maybe make some little circles with your foot or your knee, whatever feels good. 1 more breath. And then you can stay here or you can flip your dog. Bring your left foot around behind you, lifting your hips up, finding a flip dog or a wild thing. Breathing here, opening through the chest. Last breath. And then unwind, make your way back into 3-legged dog. This time squaring off the hips and straightening the leg. And then step your left foot forward, finding a low lunge. Again, you can pad the right knee if you'd like to, doubling up your mat. And then engage your core, lift your shoulders up. Shifting your weight forward, getting into this right hip flexor. And then arms can come up. And release the hands, flip the palms up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, we'll lean to the right first this time. Back up to center. And then exhale, lean to the left. We'll hold it here, really getting the nice side body stretch. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And then back up to center. You can release the hands, palms face each other. Get steady in your left leg, get steady through your quad, and so you can lift your right leg up, finding your crescent lunge. Engaging your core so we're not blowing ourselves out. So core is in, and adjust your stance if you need to. Pinkies are rotating in, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. And then you're just going to open up, finding the warrior 2. So left knee is to the front. I'm just going to spin around. Knee is tracking over ankle. Hips are nice and open. Arms are parallel to the ground, and your gaze can be up to the front. Three more breaths here. Stay nice and steady. Last breath. And then moving into side angle. Left hand can come to your quad. Right arm sweeps around and up. You can bring it down by your cheek, gazing up, but then make sure your shoulder blade is engaged and going down your back. You can stay here, bring the hand down to the mat if you'd like, and then again, re-engaging the arm out front. 2 more breaths. And then coming back up, warrior 2 for transition. Flip your front palm, inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Get steady. Bending into that left leg. Gaze can be up. And have this half bind or on your leg. 2 more breaths. And then arms come back out, warrior 2 for the transition. And then pinwheel your hands down. Step back and do your flow. Inhaling and exhaling down dog. Breathing here. Last breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or foot up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms up. And exhale, hands in the heart center. Take a breath here. And exhale. And you can separate your feet, hips width apart. You're going to take a forward fold. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. And you grab your big toe with your peace fingers and pull yourself down. Have a slight bend in your knee and send your arms out wide, pulling yourself down. Release your head and neck. Look up towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths. And then releasing your hands, you're going to turn your palms face up, slide them under your feet, Padahastasana. Shifting your weight forward, and maybe wiggling your toes a little bit. 2 more breaths here. All right, see if you can inhale, flatten out your back. And exhale, release back down, releasing your hands. Inhale, stand up, arms come up. And exhale, hands in the heart center. Step your feet back together, toes together, heels slightly apart. Take a breath. And exhale, release. Moving on, we'll find that chair pose again. And we're going to bring the hands back down to parallel. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, back up. Inhale to the left. Exhale, back up. Inhale to the right. Exhale, back to the front. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the front. Stand up, low back bend. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. 2 breaths here. All right, right leg comes up, 3-legged dog. This time we'll keep the hips square and the legs straight. Inhale, lengthen through the heel. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. And we'll hover here. And then set your right foot down between your hands. We're finding a crescent lunge. So arms come up, core is engaged, stretching through this left hip flexor. And then we'll add a twist. Opening towards the right, right arm comes to our back, left arm to the front, so it's an open twist. Trying to keep the hips nice and square and letting the twist happen through your torso. Last breath here. And then we'll add a lean to it. So our right hand comes back to our left leg, left arm comes up and over, leaning towards the back corner of your mat. Your gaze can also be down in the back corner, or it can be up. 2 more breaths. And then leaning back in a regular crescent lunge. Getting steady, we're gonna add some movement here. We're moving into hand and knee pose and then back into crescent lunge. So with your inhale, you're gonna shift your right forward and lift your left knee up. And then exhale back to crescent. We'll do that again. Inhale, hand to knee. Exhale, crescent. 3 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll find our hand and knee pose and we'll stay. So left hand can come onto your knee, right hand on your hip. You can also grab your big toe. That's in your practice. I'm going to stick with my knee today. Once you're steady, you can open it up to the side. Gaze stays stable. Core is engaged. For 3, 2, 1. Back to center. And then we'll add a twist. Right hand comes to your knee. And the left hand opens up. Dancing Shiva for 5, 4. Engage your core. 2, 1. Back up to center. Maybe release your leg. Both arms come up for 5, 4. Maybe extend your leg. 2, 1. And then hinging down. Hands can come down to the mat. Leg can come up. You can stay here for a standing split. Or you can take your flow. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and step, hop, handstand back. And we'll meet in down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. 3 breaths here. Remember, child's pose is always an option. You can take it whenever you need to. All right, we'll all meet here in down dog. And then we'll do the other side. Left leg comes up, 3-legged dog. Hips are square, leg is straight. Inhale, lengthen through your heel. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. And we'll hover. And then set your foot down between your hands. On the ball of our right foot, so you sweep the arms up, find your crescent lunge. Get steady here. Engaging your core. Tailbone is pointing down. You can have a slight bend in the right knee if you need to. And then twisting open to the left. Left arm comes to the back, right arm to the front. Try and keep the hips nice and loose. And then twisting through the torso. Breathing. 2 more breaths. And then we'll add a lean. Left hand comes to the back, right arm up. Reverse crescent twist. Your gaze into the back corner of the mat, or you can be looking up. 3 more breaths. Last breath here. And then unwind back through to crescent lunge. Get nice and steady. Engage in your core. Shifting your weight into this left leg. We're going to lift our right leg up. Hand to knee. Exhale back to crescent. Inhale, hand to knee. Exhale, crescent. 3 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, crescent. And then we'll find our hand and knee and get stable. Left hand can come to your left hip. Right hand's grabbing your knee. Lift up. And then once you're stable, you can open that right leg out to the side. Keep your gaze stable. Core engaged for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. And then we'll add a twist. Left hand twist. Or sorry, left hand grabs your right knee. Right arm twist up into the side. Dancing Shiva for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Maybe release the knee. Maybe extend the leg for 5, 4. Foot can be flexed or pointed. 2, 1. With control, hinging forward. Lifting your right leg to the back. Standing split. You can stay here. You can flow. You can do some handstand hops. Whatever you'd like. 2 more breaths. All right. If you haven't done it yet, put your hands down. Step, hop, handstand back. Do your flow. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips up and back, down dog. Taking a breath. Exhale, release. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift forward. Exhale, step your float up to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Find your chair pose. And exhale, stand up, hands at heart center. Take a breath. And exhale. All right, we'll find a goddess squat. So stepping your legs nice and wide. You like your heels in, toes apart. Then we'll find a goddess squat here. So to make sure that your hips aren't coming down below your knees, you want to keep them up above it. Finding a spot that's opening you up, but that's not too much stress on your body. And we'll bring our hands down to our knees. With an inhale, we'll lengthen our spine. And exhale, we'll drop our left shoulder twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop the right shoulder and twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left shoulder drops. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right shoulder drops. Inhale, back up. And we're going to send our arms up overhead. Interlace the palms, turn the face up. Inhale, lengthen. Keeping your knees steady. In your squat, you're going to exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Straighten the legs. Release the hand. You can turn the toes facing in. So the outside of your feet is parallel to the outside of your mat. Hands can come to your hips. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, hinge forward. Wide leg forward fold. Hands can come down. Any variation of wide leg forward fold that you like is perfect. You can leave your hand here. You can add a twist. You can add a bind. If tripod headstand is in your practice, you can take that. We've got 3 breaths left. Shifting, if you're in a wide leg forward fold, shift your weight into your toes ever so slightly. If your feet are in the air, you can slowly bring them back down. Then we'll bring our hands back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send the arms out wide as you come all the way up, arms up. And then hands back into heart center. Take a breath. And exhale. And then you can just jump and bring your legs in together. We'll find a chair pose. If you want to face the front of the mat again, you can. Chair pose. Get steady. And then we're going to make our way down in the boat. So slowly lowering your hips down so they come to a hover. And see if you can sit down. Doesn't have to be graceful. And then find your boat. So really set your boat up nice. So find this tripod seat. Bring your tailbone and your sits bones. And then we're lifting your feet up, using your core to do so. Arms come out to the side. To the front. We'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tucking your knees in. You can rock and roll. As many rocks as feels good. I'm going to take 3. All right, and then we're going to make our way onto our knees for a little bit of back bending. So we're going to take some camel breaths, and then we're going to move into full camel. And if you know that you hate camel, and you're like, this woman is crazy for making us do it today, take a bridge or a wheel or anything else that you'd like instead. I wanted to do camel today because I feel like opening up the chest is really good for stress relief, and I thought maybe we could all benefit from that. So we can't sit comfortably like this and you have a pillow. You can set the pillow down on top of your heels and then rest your bum up on the pillow and just elevate your hips a little bit. And then for cobra breaths, we're going to set our right hand behind us and left arm's going to sweep across our body. With our inhale, we're going to lift our hips and we'll lift our arm at the back. And then exhale, step back down and switch sides. Left hand to the back, right hand sweeps up, lifting the hips. And then exhale back down, switch sides. Inhaling, lifting up. And exhaling, coming back down, around. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, back down and around. Once more, each direction. Left arm up, lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale, back down. Switching around, left arm to the back. Inhaling. And exhaling, sitting back down. Take a breath. Just sitting here nicely. And then we have an option for 2 camels. So you can come up. I like to do camels with my toes tucked. That's optional. You can bring your hands. So your knees are going to be hips width apart. And you're going to keep your hips stacked over your knees. You can bring your palms face down on your back. So kind of the heel of your hand is on the small of your back here. Fingertips facing down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Roll your shoulder blades, your shoulders rather, up and back. And then leaning back. Opening up through the chest. You can stay here or you can send your hands down towards your heels if you'd like. For 5, 4, keeping the hips nice and forward. 2, 1, coming up evenly with both shoulders at a time. And then just sit back down on your heels. This is your counter. Take a breath. And exhale, release. 1 more. And exhale, release. And we'll do our second camel. So coming up, tucking your toes under. You can do your hands back on your hips again. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can turn your fingers up and your heels down, heels of your hand down. Lengthening up, roll the shoulders up, and then back, and then pushing your hips forward, lean back. Once you're there, if you'd like to, you can send your hands back up towards your heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting back up evenly, and just sitting back on our heels. Take a breath, and exhale, release. 1 more breath, and then exhale, release. All right, coming up to your knees, I'm going to turn, you guys don't need to. I'm going to take a supported side plank, so right hand comes down to the mat, left leg out to the side, and left arm up, reaching up. 1 more breath here. And then moving on to gate pose, left hand comes down on our left leg, right arm reaches up, and then lean to your left. Be sure not to put any pressure on this left knee. 1 more breath. And coming back down, right hand comes back down to the mat, left arm up, then you float your leg up, and then bend and reach for that ankle, kind of like a kneeling Vinyassa. Open up through the chest. Last breath. And then release. And then come back to your knees. Take a breath. And exhale. And we'll do the other side. Left knee comes down to the mat. Right leg out to the side. Right arm up to the ceiling. Supported side plank. 1 more breath. And then lifting the torso up. Left arm comes up, lean towards that leg. Right hand can be anywhere but putting pressure on that knee. Last breath. And then back into the supported side plank. You can stay here or lift your leg and then reach for your right ankle and open up through the chest. 2 breaths here. Slowly releasing back out, setting the foot back down and coming back up to your knees. All right, we'll make our way onto our seats. Legs out nice and long in front of us. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale. And exhale, walking your hands down, forward fold. And release the head and neck. 2 more breaths. Walking your hands back up. Hands behind you, fingertips facing your feet. Lift your hips, reverse tabletop. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering the hips back down. Coming back up to a seat. Take an inhale. And exhale, release. Making your way onto your back. We'll do a hip stretch, figure 4. So starting with your right leg up towards the ceiling, then externally rotate it, bend at the right knee, bringing the right ankle over the left quad. And you can stay here, or you can thread your arms through and draw your legs in. Breathing here, allowing your breath to slow down. Three more breaths. Releasing your legs. Unwind the right leg up, send it back down. We'll do the other side. Left leg up, flex the foot, externally rotate. Bend the knee, drawing the ankle over the right quad, and draw the leg in. Keeping the feet nice and flexed. Breathing here. Three more breaths. Unwinding the legs, uncrossing them, and we'll take a supine twist. So ending how we started, knees come in, you drop the legs over to the right, unwind your spine, arms can be out to the side or cactus. Hopefully you can find a little bit deeper of a twist now than when you started. Two breaths left. And then unwinding, bring your legs up through center. And then with your exhale, laying down to the other side. Once you're there, unwinding your spine. Shoulder blades go forward, eight down on the mat. Breathing deeply and slowly. 2 breaths left. And engage in your core, unwinding your legs back up through center. And then you can take a waterfall, sending your feet up towards the ceiling, lifting your hips up, placing them under a pillow or a block or whatever you have. I'm just using my hands. You can also move to a wall and do legs up the wall. That can feel really good. We'll be here for 10 more breaths. Keeping the feet nice and flexed, or maybe moving through some flexive points. I always think that feels good. 2 more breaths here. And then finding your release, removing your pillow or whatever you have, and making your way into a Shavasana. I'm going to do a little guided Shavasana for you guys. Let me know. All right, lying down on your backs. Gently lengthen through your spine. Maybe rock your head back and forth a couple times, slowly, just releasing any tension there. Finding some length in your neck, and then finally setting it down in some stillness. Separate your feet as wide as comfortable, letting your feet fall open to the side. Separating your hands away from your body and turning your palms to face up. Take a deep inhale and a relaxing exhale. Once again, a deep inhale and a relaxing exhale. If there are any areas of discomfort in your body, maybe you need bunched up clothing, go ahead and make any adjustments. And then soften through your belly and your glutes. Allow yourself to really sink down into the floor, down into the mat. Feel the ground supporting you. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Relax any tension that you might be having in your jaw or your lips, or maybe around your eyes or your forehead. Moving down, release any tension that you have in your shoulders, your arms, or your fingers. Soften through your chest, your rib cage, your core and your pelvis. And then finally release your hips, your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your feet, and your toes. Let your whole body be soft, like you're melting into the floor. Allow your breath to slow down here. Let your inhales be soft and soothing. And with your exhales, release any remaining tension that you may have. Again, soft and soothing inhale. And relaxing exhale. Think about inhaling from the tips of your toes all the way up to your crown of your head. And then exhaling from the crown of your head back down to the tips of your toes. 2 more like that. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling all the way back down. And inhaling all the way up. And exhaling all the way back down. When you're ready, you can begin to find some movement in your fingers and your toes. Maybe you'd like to take a nice good morning stretch overhead. And then roll onto either side that feels comfortable. And cradle your head and your neck. And then make your way up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the studio. Or not the studio, but your camera facing me. We'll bring our hands into heart center. Inhale. And the light and the joy and the peace and happiness in me sees and honors the light and the joy and the peace and the happiness in each of you. Thank you for joining us today and experimenting with this new technology. Namaste. All right, let me unmute you guys. I'll stop the recording.